Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horrors, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head,
America's longest running horror channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to the GoreCast with me, Johnny Deadly, and all the rest of them. Oh, I know what's going on. One moment. Oh, jeez. What's up? We are back. It's another group chat Thursday. Giz is completely out of line with his camera, but that's fine. I just need half his head anyway.
No, I'm not. I can see myself right there.
Okay, cool. Do you see all that space on your right, what I would call my left?
People need to see Vegeta. People need to see the Jeets.
Okay, well then just move your chair completely off camera there, and we can see Vegeta and all his fucking blonde-headed glory. There we go.
Why is this being a bijach?
That's why. Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2 dropped on Friday, and as a result, the entire planet...
Your mic's going out.
Your mic's gone. Better.
No, it's not better
at all now.
Someone take it away.
Yeah, well, so season 4 of Stranger Things finished up on July the 1st, which was Friday. And we got 2 parts, episodes 8 and 9. That is going to carry us into the final season of Stranger Things.
This is all of season 4.
Oh yeah, all of season 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair, considering like episode 8 is like an hour and 20 minutes and episode 9 is 2 hours and 20 minutes, it might seem like you're only getting 2 episodes, but you're actually getting 4 hours worth of awesomeness. And Buzz, let me just say, that statement you made earlier on the week of you not feeling those 4 hours go by, I totally fucking get it, dude.
Oh shit.
It goes by quick.
It was like credits.
Especially the second part, or the episode 9. Episode 9 has so much going on all over the place, because still, I will probably get into it a little bit, but like the majority of the group are still spread out for the majority.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's still stuff going on everywhere.
We can almost see episode 8 as being kind of a preparation episode in a way, whereby characters and situations were built up to a certain point, whereby when we eventually get to that ultimate climax, we know where everyone is, what the story is. But even still, that episode 8, we have reveals happening the whole way through it. Yeah. We have more information coming out the whole way through it. We have character build, we have story build, and we have, to be perfectly honest, threat build, which is the most important part, because the whole way through both episodes, in fact, the whole way through season 4, is the fact that on an individual level, you have threats to these guys personally because of the lynch mob-like mentality that's been going around thanks to the unfortunate events involving Eddie the Outcast Munson. And then you have the overall threat level thanks to the fact that, hey, guess what? Your town is being invaded essentially by demons from another dimension, and they are going to fuck your shit up. And then... Good. I was going to say...
Delay. Go, Giz, go. Go, Giz, go.
How two guys get stuck in
episode 8... In episode 8, we get a lot of questions that have been raised over the course of season 4 answered in regards the reasons that, fucking, what are we calling it? One, Henry, or fucking...
I'm going to call it one, because...
All of the above.
Vecna. Right.
couldn't remember Vecna there for a second. Point is,
There we go.
in episode 8, we get all the clues that we have had delivered to us over the course of season 4, summed up to the point that, just in case you weren't 100% certain as to what's going on, this is what's going on, and this is why it's going on. This is how it's happening, and despite what you thought before, this is how it started, because they do this nice job of bringing everything around full circle back to season 1, back to the events from season 1, so that you can see that all of this stuff... No, couldn't hear anything there, Johnny.
Testy.
Yes. Heard you there.
Didn't hear, but
just
it's
about.
low.
Yeah. But basically, you find out in episode 8 that all of this stuff that we've been seeing from the very first episode of season 1 is all significant. And every clue that we have gotten in regards, not just 11, but in regards to the project that she is a part of, the government facility, the reasoning behind it, behind everything that's being done, and more importantly, how it has fractured and splintered off to involve other nations, everything gets revealed in episode 8 so that everybody knows, objectively at least, where they stand. The good guys know what the story is, the bad guys always knew what the story is, and most importantly, us, the viewers, get a lot of pieces put together in such a way that we're like, okay, I get it now. This is all happening for a reason.
This is kind of the perfect time for them to be doing this kind of stuff, because you're getting close to the end of the series, or at least this form of the series. I know there's spin-offs being talked about and stuff like that. We don't know where those directions are going to go, but like we're finally figuring out, where things come from, what possibly started this. Maybe 11 might be more, responsible for why things are the way they are because of things that she's done in her past that she didn't remember, which makes sense to there now, because we find out why from the season 1 why she seems so
out of it,
or just blank. Like almost like she was like a blank slate kind of thing. Why she didn't know, almost like she was she was a child, but like a baby, just learning everything. And it's because of what she had to do, and before we meet her in season 1, that now we're figuring all this out.
And the way she lived.
Like I said, this is the time to start doing that, is when you're starting to wrap up the series. I mean, they could have done it last season, but I mean, there was enough that we didn't need to know.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
because certain people are introduced.
I've actually kind of liked the way they did it. Like, it's a good, like, I don't know, like, usually I hate waiting, 5 seasons later to see who the bad guy is. But in this, it's like the way they wrote it out, it's really like fitting, and it's like made impacts when you get each reveal.
Honestly, this is the sign of good long-term storytelling, and it's one of the reasons why when certain stories have been adapted for TV, I have raged about the fact that, in my opinion, they weren't being done properly. And the reason for that is the original stories are damn fine long-term storytelling. Stranger Things is an ideal case of that, whereby you have something that was specifically intended to be put out on television. So as a result, they're not fucking with anything. The Duffer Brothers are the writers and directors. It's their vision. It's their story. They get to tell the story they want to from the start. And now, finally, after 4 seasons, we are getting all these different clues and all these different hints and all these little story threads, which we have been fed meticulously, interestingly, slowly, and entertainingly slowly over the course of the last few years. They've all woven together so that eventually we see the picture that the Duffer Brothers had from the start, whereby this is the situation. You've only ever seen the surface of it. Every season has gone deeper and deeper under the surface until finally you are just about at the heart of the matter, and this is actually what has been going on the whole time, and it makes sense in comparison with the story that has been presented so far. All the revelations that we get fit along with all of the evidence that we have been presented with in previous seasons, and slides into every single bit of character and story development that we have gotten to until this point. And that, I feel, is the reason why Stranger Things has been so successful, because they've been able to tell a long-form story which has gotten people's attention through every individual piece, but is also something that everybody is aware of. Okay, I'm seeing the piece, I'm seeing the piece, I'm seeing the piece, and it's all cool, but we know there's a bigger picture somewhere. Finally, we're at that stage whereby the bigger picture has been maybe not fully revealed, but enough that we know, it is on like fucking Donkey Kong now. And episode 8 sets that place, and then episode 9 delivers us to that situation whereby you're sitting there at the end of the episode 9, you're just like, yep, I'm ready for season 5 now.
I feel like Stranger Things is a perfect example of like you said, they wrote and directed it. This is that moment where you just like stay the fuck out of it and let them do them. Yeah. You know, because a lot of people have wanted to do, oh man, I want to do 10 seasons, but then they start putting all of those little fucking moments that could have been more powerful. Like you were saying, like they don't write long term. They just kind of keep writing short, so all of a sudden all these moments are wasted. Stranger Things is a perfect example of like, dude, just let people be them and back the fuck up, because they did
more props to them, because that was their original plan, was 5 seasons.
Right.
When they came up with the show, it was 5 seasons. So it's really more props to them to not possibly bending at the success of the show, like, oh no, we need more, stretch it out or whatever. They stuck to their guns. Honestly, and it's allowing us to not. It's not allowing them to do what majority of your shows. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Right, and
it's not allowing that.
Honestly, I've seen it happen.
Do tend to bend and break, like Buzz was saying. Well, you need to amp this. We need more flash, and it's like, oh no, they're like, dude, this is our idea. You'll fucking love it. Just sit back and wait.
Honestly,
holy shit.
In regards to what Buzz is talking about, that the idea of a planned continuity, as in, let us go this far and we'll tell you your story. There's an awful lot of TV shows that, in my opinion, that's exactly what the originators had in mind, whereby, look, we're not looking for a fucking 10-year stretch. Give us 3 or 4 years and we'll tell you a damn good fucking story. Babylon 5 is a prime example of that, in my opinion, whereby Michael J. Straczynski, now, admittedly, as far as I'm concerned, there's only 4 seasons of that, and season 5 can go fuck itself. But the point is, he had a plan from the beginning. And because of the way he wrote the story, much like the Duffer Brothers, we get to see the exact same way all these small little bits and pieces that draw us in over the course of the years of the fucking show being on, that all once again culminate in, you know, those penultimate episodes and those last couple of seasons, you know, the last few episodes of the last season.
Yeah.
Everything comes in, and it's the same principle. That long-term storytelling.
You're super low.
Johnny's trying to talk, but I can't hear him.
Well, that answers my question. It's not working.
I can hear you now.
It's working, but you're low.
I think that'll change.
He's good now.
I think it kind of gets better as he talks more.
Yeah. No, it's not getting better more. That may be alcohol talking. I'm watching audio bars here.
No,
actually, I can hear you better now.
See, thank you, Buzz. It's not alcohol talking.
All right.
Your mic gets fucked up. You fix it, and it takes a while for your voice to get back up to normal audio levels.
Okay, because they're not changing here.
But they are changing for us.
I hear you fine.
Okay.
Now, as we've discussed before, the microphone
that
goes into your ears.
Yeah, but we don't have the stream. I mean, I have the stream. I have audio, so I can't tell how it sounds there. I'm just going off of what I can hear in my headphones.
Through Skype and stuff. But you actually do get louder.
I mean, you sound fine here, but over the thing, I can't tell because I don't have things in front of me.
Joseph is in the chat, and he says he can hear Johnny just fine.
Okay, perfect. Finally.
So there we go. But no, like, you know, and as we've all seen, and, you know, Giz pointed out, we've seen good writing, but then we've also seen so many shows fall victim to, you know, executives stepping in.
We need to do this, and we need to do that. Right. We need to do this. Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I always have to like point out and applaud those moments where it's just a perfect storm. Good writing.
If memory serves me correctly, one moment. Sorry, I have that audio playing back in my head as well. Amazingly confusing. If I remember correctly, they essentially kind of said to Netflix that it was like, there's 5 seasons. That's what there's going to be, and you can like it or lump it, or we'll go somewhere else. Because
the fact that they
I didn't know it was a fucking let us drive or else. Okay.
Yeah, they knew they had a sensation on their hands, and they were basically like, you can do it our way on your channel, or we can do it our way on another channel. I don't give a two shits which.
I don't even know if they knew they had a sensation, but they knew that this is how long we need to tell the story properly. You know, no fucking ifs, ands, or buts. This is the story we want to tell. This is how long we need to do it. Let us do it, or we'll do it somewhere else. Which I think is the right way to fucking...
And I agree, but so many people say that, but they don't mean it. And you know what I mean? Like, they cave in, and then all of a sudden that show gets
16
changed,
seasons
tampered.
is like Supernatural did.
Right, you know. And now
3 seasons that was supposed to be.
But you know what? I'm still going to be like, thank you for stepping in, because awesome seasons of Supernatural. Again, that's one of those rare moments
doesn't
where
always
I'm like,
work out that way, though.
Step in. Right, exactly. Because usually
doesn't always work out that way, though.
It usually torques out a show, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like, what the fuck? But
and
I
then
didn't realize,
like I said, you also have to see what they're going to come up with on the spinoff side too. So that's why it's like, you know,
curious about that.
I don't think, from what I was reading, they did an interview very recently. I don't know who, but I remember reading it, and they said that it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be about any of the main characters, like going further or going back or anything. Some people wanted a Dustin, Steve kind of thing, and they're like, you know, we did that in Stranger Things. We're not gonna.
I mean, they also kind of undid it in Stranger Things as well, if you think about it.
With this season, yeah.
Because it is very much Steve and Dustin and Eddie this season.
Yeah, it's more
I don't know what kind of
goddamn heartbreak.
Have. Like,
honestly, I think the spin-offs they'd most likely be with the other numbers.
Could be.
I mean, we've already seen 9 is off with a bunch of Well, no, I mean, we've already seen that 9 is off with a bunch of vigilantes. So the gods only know what the other numbers are doing. Now, I haven't read them, and I don't know how in continuity they are. I haven't read them, and I don't know how in continuity they are. But there are supposedly comics that I think deal with some of the other numbers. I haven't read them myself. I don't know if that's stuff that they will be drawing on for the spin-off.
Yeah,
it does
drawing on comics. Very well done.
Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know.
It does mean though that they have notions for material that revolve around other characters apart from the Hawkinsville heroes.
It's also how many people do they have left to do that, because fucking 1 wiped out pretty much
a lot of
the numbers. So it's like, I'm surprised that there's a 9 and any, obviously 11, but like I'm surprised there's any left.
Yeah, one pretty much ate an entire school of. He kind of went into the Xavier School for Talented Children and just started chomping down. Nom 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 nom.
I don't know
he went full
ham.
Yeah,
he went full ham. Full ham.
Like, I could see it. Like, that was the only thing I could think of, was like following Father and doing the whole spiel.
Papa.
But in that same, or Papa, sorry.
Papa. Father, so 1950s. Papa.
Right. Papa. But in that same sense, then it's like, aren't you just Umbrella Academy or any other fucking superhero show?
Say that again?
I
said if you followed what Papa did, that would just kind of fall into like the whole Umbrella Academy or any other superhero show.
Yeah.
Like, look at these, like, we call ourselves the Rejects, and we go, like, you know, fucking hand out justice.
Now that I think about it, I can see 2 distinct possibilities for a spin-off. Option A is following kids like 9 or anyone else that escaped the massacre. Option B is how the fudge the Russians got their hands on the Demogorgon and all the rest of that stuff.
That would be fucking sick.
we know kids escaped the massacre because if you remember correctly in season 2, when Elle does her little...
So.
Do you know when she goes rogue for a while, she runs away from Hawkins,
Yeah.
she joins that group of people who've got superpowers?
Well, the one girl, 9, which is... Yeah.
So there's more people out there.
What? But that's just it. We don't know how many escaped.
Well, it's not... Well, you also have to take into account that something else that comes up very much in this particular season is... It's something that's kind of hinted at through all of the seasons, but it's the time... This is where you get the clarification 100% that they used to be government affiliated and went rogue.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you don't... That's just his prop kids. You don't know how many kids were tested on while they were affiliated with the government.
And
that's true. We could have 5 or 6 papas running around with batches of kids.
Yeah.
Whatever about that? What if he had other minor success stories that were still military applicable? So, like John was saying, you could have kids that were taken off because they've reached a certain point, but they're useful, and so the military has a use for them, so they're not there when one.
They're grown. They're grown and bred as a bunch of military kids. This show is fucking cursed. I don't know what the fuck. You're cursed.
Did you have Danhausen on? Ah, fuck!
I have my
shirt.
It says T-shirt. Be cursed.
I blame Buzz. I'm blaming Buzz.
So the thing is, if they do something about that, then it's most likely not gonna, unless it's after 11 and 1 fight. If it's gonna evolve the Upside Down, because that's when the Upside Down came into Hawkins. If you're gonna do a pre-thing, then and it's fine being different because you don't want another Stranger Things, like the exact carbon copy.
It doesn't need to involve the Upside Down if it's dealing with kids that went off doing other things.
Yeah.
You know? You can still tell strange stories.
Because if you think about it, one has given
the kids because you can't really make them younger.
Well, also Vecna gave absolutely zero fucks about 9 or anyone else.
Yeah,
true.
Do you know what I mean?
11 was his hang-up, and there was a reason for it. We got the reason and the explanation.
11 was his hang-up, and the only reason the other kids got eaten is because they were doing a run around to the fucking place. Yeah, they were there. That was basically it. It's kind of like, you're trying to stand up against me.
They seem to have kind of had a little connection too, that we kind of saw through the first couple episodes of the season, when we didn't know who he was yet. The friendly orderly. You definitely saw that there was that definite connection there.
Now I'm wondering.
Oh my God!
It was kind of hinted at, but it was kind of hinted at by something that Papa said. But I'm wondering if one of the reasons that he was so powerful is because he ate everyone except 11 in that attack.
Well, and he does say when he's talking to 11 after it's done, he's like, they're not all truly gone. They're still up here in my head. He kind of he says that. So we don't know what that means. Like you said, that could be something where he's maybe absorbed their energy, their power.
Oh, that's his pretty much blatantly said that he was like, he doesn't just eat them, he consumes them. Or sorry, he doesn't just kill them, he consumes them.
But this is kind of my point.
Because presumably and we can when we kind of get more into a bit of a plot synopsis, we are going to keep it kind of try to keep it a little bit loosey-goosey for the case of...
we've been trying to,
Yeah, now, in saying that, I also feel there's a certain level of... I think normally I'd be waiting a couple of months before I'd say this, but judging by just the amount of views it has, it would appear the entire world went up and did a Squid Games on it.
If you like Stranger Things, you've probably watched it by now.
Yeah.
And you probably helped Netflix get locked up when it got released with everybody trying to watch it.
Yeah, so I'm at a level where I'm kind of like, we're not going to get into it, but there's certain stuff that I think should be discussed that we will discuss.
And certain heroes that just need to be fucking applauded.
Fucking A, bro. We'll get to that. There's going to be we won't mention who it is yet. But
I feel like a little tribute.
There'll be a specific section.
There's a reason I'm drinking. It's not just boredom.
Oh, right. So it's the death of insert random person here is why you're drinking now? I thought you were doing it for my benefit was what I heard before the start of the show. If you want to drink, just fucking drink. Don't be trying to fucking...
There are multiple reasons for my casual drunkenness, okay? Buzz is drinking. I felt like,
I was a celebratory. We're at 500 subscribers.
Yes, we're at 500 subscribers. That was going to be my opening gambit that I came with the show before the microphone issues happened. 500 subscribers.
Congratulations, GoreCast.
Yes, we're halfway there to being validated as an actual YouTube channel.
And then be laughed at when we want revenue money.
We make it to, we'll make it to 1,000 and change to 1,500.
Yeah, look, Joseph's drinking too, so we're all drinking.
And it only took a rant from
I'm not
Johnny
fucking
and a
drinking.
whole lot of
Except Johnny.
Except Johnny.
And a whole lot of replugging for Buzz. So
Johnny will be drinking tomorrow. Johnny's going to get shitbagged, and Johnny's going to pretend to be an English detective or something.
Now I'm not sure. Okay, never mind.
Daisy.
Shitbag just because it's the weekend.
I like Johnny being an English detective.
People,
are you sure
Giovanni Espiritu commented on the video saying, "You need more of these videos," and I was like, "Okay, no problem." I play Daisy for probably more hours than I should a week anyway. So
she's Hollywood famous.
She's Hollywood famous. Yeah, an actual actress said you should keep up the English detective thing. And I had a very famous Twitch streamer that ran into the English detective, literally splitting his sides laughing. I caught his side of the stream out, post running into him, nearly died.
Yeah, we've come a long way in a couple of years.
He was like, "Oh, you're a hardcore role player, are you?" And I was like, "Role play? What's this role play you speak of?" And he was like, "Oh shit, okay, awesome. Look, forget it. Can I just come into the house?"
Fucking awesome.
The fucking larper. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh. If you're going to be an English detective, you be an English detective, and that's it.
Larpers, you never know whether to take them 100% seriously or... Yeah, fuck you, just take them 100% seriously.
I was going to say, that's the only way you can fucking take them. Lean into it.
Yeah.
It's the safest.
Lean into it and just fucking roll with it.
Good day, fine sir. I may myself be a dark mage, but I assure you I am of no harm to you.
And as long as you use the right wording, you found a friend. So
I don't know what's going on right now.
Or at the very least, someone who doesn't suspect you trying to slit their throat.
Exactly.
You'll know more come Sunday. You're joining us for games this Sunday, finally, Buzz, are you?
Oh,
yeah, I believe so.
I feel so bad for you, dude. You're walking into a shitstorm.
You're walking into it. I already nearly fucked a werewolf.
I heard some of these rumblings of
I was a bad GM. I forgot something. I forgot something at the weekend, but it's okay because I remembered it again.
Yeah, okay.
Buzz's introduction. So what are we doing? Role playing. Cool. How do we do it? Well, you're going to find out as we defend ourselves against these things.
Get ready to fuck a werewolf. Go. Okay.
Never let it be said I don't know how to throw people into the deep end.
I love that.
I will definitely tell my children not to be watching this program.
I've never done a role-playing game before. How do you do it? Have you ever fucked a werewolf? No? Well, you're about to. Welcome to role-play.
Rule number one.
You know, you'd be surprised how often that conversation comes up.
Oh, I'm not even... I didn't say it as a joke. I was being straight up serious.
Yeah.
Right.
I still think your reaction to the Predator was the best thing ever. Holy fuck, it's Predator. Of course it's Predator.
Yeah. When you stated at the start that it was in your brain, slowly it all started to make sense.
What about a were-chicken?
Yeah,
that is
awesome. The werewolf didn't get me because I was like, I've done a lot of D&D, and a werewolf is not an uncommon, not an uncommon antagonist to run into.
Werewolf, big wolf, you know.
General werewolves, that kind of thing. But Predator. Took me askew for a couple of seconds, and then my brain went, okay, I know what's going on with Moida World now.
Out of all my years of fucking role-playing, that was my first Predator.
I'm waiting for demonic strippers or something like that. It's got to be.
I feel like I can lean into that one better than I did the Predator, so...
I wouldn't go leaning into it. It sounds like that's a terrible idea.
Maybe just looking for the right loving. I don't know.
Anyway, Stranger Things. Now that we're back on, although this is also applicable into Stranger Things because D&D is a big Vecna being one of the big bad guys from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I'm not gonna lie, man. Obviously the D&D overtones have been there from the start, but it wasn't really until you said it that I kind of just went, "Shit, he's right." Every single episode is a D&D adventure, and
even the storylining and pacing of it is exactly like D&D adventure.
More importantly, right? There was a point in this episode. There was a point in, I think it was episode 9, where I went, "Holy shit, is that a sword?" And then it was like one of the characters got to go full on paladin, because we knew that's what he was, and he went full on paladin.
Like if you look at the assortment of characters that are in the show, not the kind of walk in and one's out, and one of them is a genuine hero from the season, but he was only orchestrated for this season specifically.
Right.
Which is why I said my thing about New Age Molotov Ringwald at the end of the season. I was like, she's dead next season. That lady.
To be fair, I have played in RPGs before where there have been hero NPCs designed specifically to get the players past some horrible shit.
I get that, but the point of what I'm saying is, if you look at the main run of characters, they all take one of the D&D roles.
Right.
Every single one of them.
Though, my only disappointment was old boy that picked up the sword. The creature, did the out to him. I expected him to return that call. He did not. It was still a boss-ass scene, don't get me wrong. But I just expected, a war cry of his own to be like, "You're about to fucking get it, dude."
He didn't need a war cry. Didn't need a war cry. Sometimes you don't need a war cry.
Character,
if I may, right? You war cry.
Hang on.
I don't know.
No.
Carter, he slid across the floor like he was in Dirty Dancing and cut the things out.
Oh my god,
you don't need a war cry.
He's so fucking dead.
Dude, it's not that. No. It's age. And bear with me, right? Here's the thing.
Okay.
He's a veteran warrior. Veteran warriors don't scream going into battle.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas you did have the younger warrior doing exactly the same thing that I fucking did, which I was faced with literally a fucking horde. What does he do? Come on! And that's because it's his first real fucking confrontation. That fucking old boy, he's been in a few scraps. He knows the fucking, at
that point, Hopper has been through a lot.
Hopper has been
Hopper's been through it.
Shit.
Hopper's been through it.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you, I have a newfound lack of fear for Demogorgons now that I've seen him go through.
Right?
Am I the only one who, for a brief moment, went, "Hey, cool, we get to see Hellboy again"?
It's kind of like how it is with.
I like Hellboy.
Moment.
I like Hellboy.
It's kind of like the same thing you do with Aliens and Alien, like the second Alien movie, because there's so many of them that get wiped out. You're just like,
Actually, Buzz, it's funny you mentioned that, because might I just say, right? They
really had to bring in a big one for them to have any trouble, really, didn't they? You know.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, Aliens was 1986.
But can I lean in something here? And Giz is going to probably shit himself when I say it. Even that little bit of subtle storytelling falls right back into D&D, because as you're going through D&D, your characters learn more, they level up more, they get stronger. Do you know what I mean? Demogorgon was from season 1. That was the big bad from season 1. We're in season 4 now. These boys are 4 times the education. Demogorgon's but a little inconvenience.
Hopper's now a level fucking whatever paladin.
He's a level 4 paladin.
And he proved that shit like everybody else is shitting their pants.
He has extra dice rolls. He's got a bigger sword. He's probably got an associate that helps him out.
If I might just for a minute, right?
Give them a battle plan.
Yes. Well, they already had a plan. It's cool that he leaned into the plan. He knew what the plan was, and he leaned into what the kids were doing. But just briefly, right? Something that I think is fucking awesome. Okay, and I'm just looking for the right thing. Okay, so we were right. 1986 is when Aliens was brought out. 1986 is when season 4 of Stranger Things is set. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
So Paul Reiser played Carter Burke in 1986 Aliens.
Yes.
In Stranger Things, he plays Dr.
Nice Guy.
Dr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
But here's my point. If you look at those characters, both of those characters are the exact same person, except with completely opposite moral compasses. And it's cool to think that he managed to do in 1986 himself as a bad guy, and then years later, 1986, himself as a moralistic
Are you
good guy.
trying to say that Stranger Things is in some weird way a redemption story for? No, I was saying it's a redemption story for Dr. Owens. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm okay with that. I like my D&D analogy, but that's pretty. That's deep. I like that.
Everybody can have their own what they take from it.
Honestly, it was just his concern for.
But I took from it mostly is they did Eddie dirty, and I don't know if I can ever forgive them for that.
Yes. But they didn't. No, they did not.
He deserved a second season. He deserved a second season.
I felt like he could have had the same ending.
Warrior.
One more season.
Going out a warrior, while a good ending, doesn't mean he was done any less dirty.
Right.
I honestly, I thought he was going to die being lynched by all those narrow-minded, bigoted fucks. The fact that he went out doing what he did, means that he went out on his terms, not theirs.
Still doesn't take away from him being done dirty.
Right, because he did not.
Being done dirty would have been taken out on their terms.
Up until now, we've had people in our age group, shall we say? Well, technically, the people in our age group are Winona Ryder and fucking Hopper, but like out of the kids group, right? The older group of kids are our age group, and the most relatable person that we've had is the 18-year-old who looks like he's 50.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, someone like Eddie Munson comes in, and Eddie Munson, not unlike Stranger Things' as Stone Cold Steve Austin, is that genuine 80s voice of the everyman that wasn't one of the football kids, that was one of the outside freaks. And I think that there was and I'm not giving out about what they did, because what they did with him was fantastic. The fact that I'm so upset about the fact that he died, all happening in one season, it says a lot for storytelling. But I do think there was more that they could have done with him. I feel the only reason he went is they're focusing on that. I honestly thought it was, call me crazy, and it could be an unpopular opinion, I thought Steve was going to go. There was this build up to a hero angle. There was this build up to a hero angle, like when Steve was fighting the bat sperm initially, and he just grabbed one clean out of the air by the tail and Hulk smashed it off the ground. I was like, I think he's going to die by the end of this, but he's going to die in a fucking blaze of glory.
No, I figured, because like I don't feel like his character is like hit that final level. I figured he still had time on the plane.
I think there's going to be a bit of a romantic entanglement between him and
exactly.
Unfortunately, what happened with Eddie was destined from the start, because never forget, regardless of what we the viewers know, what the main characters regardless of what we the viewers know, regardless of what the main characters of the series know, as far as Joe Public is concerned, that kid is responsible for all these murders. So
I get it.
No, bear with me, right?
Currently, there's only 8 people, and he's guardian are aware that he's a hero.
So in reality terms, he's done. This was the best he could have hoped for, even if they came out of it unscathed.
I get and I get like that's the best.
When they came out the other end of it, how do they explain him being innocent? They can't. Now, eventually, Hopper could have.
It's very simple. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. The fact that a magical earthquake full of lava, fire, and red electricity just erupted from the ground nowhere.
Stop. Hang on. If they were successful, that would not have happened.
Dude, he just would have been written off as a death.
Yeah, but if they were successful, that would not have happened. He could still have beaten off the Batboat or got away from the Bat. Wait a minute and let me finish my goddamn sentence. He very foreseeably could have gotten away with that, and the same scenario still happened with Max, which is actually in fact the catalyst that kicked everything off post Vecna.
Except that no one would have known about that because of the kid with the gun.
What are you on about? The kid with the gun still would have got knocked out by Lucas.
Right.
If anything, the kid with the gun
would have still happened.
The thing that bugged me was while he was fighting, instead of knocking him out, maybe he should have like slapped him a couple of times and turned his head around and be like, "Do you see the girl floating 25 feet in the air? Do you think there's something else going on here?"
But to be fair,
that was as soon as he spotted her. As soon as he spotted her floating, he threw him off. Like that was split second. There wasn't an awful lot of time.
And that wouldn't have mattered anyway, because he did see that when his buddy died at the lake.
Right. Like he already believed this was all
satanic. Yeah.
And he would have written this off as...
So whatever would have happened, Lucas...
I don't know.
Regardless of what Lucas would have said.
Would it? Personally,
I honestly, I don't know why I felt it, but as soon as his character was introduced, I knew he was going to die by the end of the season.
Yeah,
it was kind of like is in a way, even though
we got to know his character too quick.
I don't want to know if I was really said like a redemption arc because he didn't do anything wrong. But you see a lot of the times throughout the early episodes is the way he talked is what kind of got me, is how he's always said, like, he was the nobody. He's never going to be the hero. He's the one that's always going to run away.
Right.
And then when those words started coming out, I'm like, he's going to do something to sacrifice himself to help the rest of the group. And as soon as he started with those verbiage in the first few episodes, I'm like, he's going to die.
I think now would be a good time to take 10 seconds of silence in honor of young Eddie Munson. How do you guys feel?
Fuck right. How old those 20s for a fucking badass.
You're not my picture.
While playing Metallica.
Oh no! Wait! Wait!
Most metal fucking gig ever.
Oh my god!
And who else was singing along with it?
Awesome!
Fuck yeah!
Beep.
Master of Puppets and Puppets. I know what I'm playing on the fucking metal show tomorrow. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Oh.
One quick little side note while you're getting that fixed. The person, or whatever you were getting set up, the person who played guitar for that part was actually the bass player Metallica's son.
No shit. That. Oh my god, they're old enough to have.
They had him on stage before.
Music. Jesus.
I don't know if he was the actual person doing it or if he played the actual.
So 10 seconds of silence for young Eddie, I think.
Okay.
Forever gone, not forgotten.
Damn straight to a motherfucking badass.
I still maintain that guy was standing in St. Peter's queue to the pearly gates when a couple of badasses tapped him on the shoulder.
That was the conversation that made me nearly well up as I was watching him fight to his death.
Yep.
I was just like, I could have done without that part of the conversation right now.
Nope. And as soon as he said it, I was like, fuck right, Giz. Fuck right.
I had two, like, his stuff was the majority of the potential, or not potential, it was Waterworks.
Here's the thing. He is who our generation is supposed to equate ourselves to, most importantly. Because with each season that this goes along, the kids get older. We start watching this at a certain age. We can't equate ourselves with the kids at the start.
I'd rather equate myself to Hopper because he also acted like a badass and kind of walked away.
Yep.
But hang on. Whatever about that, right? But when you think about the kids as they're growing up through the series, the D&D bit, right? We were all nerds. We all get into it. Most of us, as a result of that and other things, are also into metal music. Eddie personifies what our generation really would have been. And what I feel a lot of people who, at the start of Stranger Things, would have been into. Now, Stranger Things has become its own thing now, whereby everybody's watching it. But at the beginning, let's be fair, at the beginning, it probably would have mostly been the kind of nerdy types that gravitated towards it because it seemed like a strange sci-fi cultural mashup kind of thing. And we were the ones who, in high school or secondary school or whatever, were most likely into and looking like Eddie. So the kids have been kids up until this point. Now they've reached this plateau and we have the Eddie character who automatically resounds with an awful lot of the people who have been watching this show from the beginning, who a lot of us will feel a certain sympathy for and a certain empathy for because we were in his position or something similar or think the same way he does. Jesus, that fucking conversation he has about people being sheep, that was like me when I was 16, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, yeah.
Or you right now.
Yeah, yes, but
or you right now
is a little bit more cynical.
But also, like, what I judged about his character was like, because I had those friends that were darker or blah, blah, blah. But you had that moment with him and the cheerleader where he was just, oh, look, a random fucking guy. Like, he wasn't anything of what anybody made him to be. He was just normal.
It's what the uncle said.
You know what I mean?
It's what the uncle said that really fucking sums it up. He just looked scary. And for anybody who has been like that, somebody, I ran into a guy that I went to school with, and I ran into him like fucking 10 years later inside in the pub. And he turned around to me, and I didn't... I knew what I was doing, but it didn't really resound with me until he said it. He turned around to me and he said that back in those days in secondary school, his exact words were, "I oozed menace."
Right.
And there was a reason for that, and the reason being, I'm a weirdo. And the only way to make sure that I don't get picked on for being a weirdo is to look like I'm going to rip your fucking face off if you touch me.
Oh, yeah.
And Eddie
kept him out of fucking trouble to a degree.
And Eddie's uncle spells that out in no uncertain terms. He looks dangerous, but he is so not. And seeing how he is with that chick, like what you were saying, is the visual storytelling of what the uncle then backs up when he's talking Nancy.
And even before that, when you see his interactions in like the lunchroom and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out.
He's not threatening. He's not. I mean, he might be a little loud and whatever, but it wasn't in a threatening manner. He's just a big personality. And I think that's what definitely put people off.
But it was
especially with the look.
Right. It was against the norm. We don't stand on fucking lunch tables. We don't fucking get loud.
Nope.
And here he is, like, throwing horns up.
Well, a lot of that pays homage to, like, what was really going on in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. I was just
early
going to say
80s, where it was like, because music is the fucking words of Satan, playing records backwards so you can hear them.
And that's one of the things that I really think that Stranger Things does well, is it definitely pulls what was going on in that time period when the show was set in the mid 80s. That satanic panic with the and all that stuff, that was how it was.
The modern day witch hunt whereby there is no actual evidence bar hearsay, conjecture, and bigotry, because somebody is doing something that somebody else doesn't understand, and that somebody else happens to be in a position whereby if they scream loud enough, people respond. How no adult turned around and went, "Oi, why are we listening to a fucking child about serious matters?" is beyond me. Because that would have been... The only person that stood up was fucking what's her name, fucking your man's sister, and she was like, "You are completely wrong." How no adult stood up and went, "Why are we listening to a 17-year-old about serious issues? Go home, little boy." Scared. But this is my point, and that's how witch hunts start, and that's how witch hunts have always worked, and that's exactly what was happening in that time between D&D and between the things with metal music and the fact that, you know, that whole fucking court case with Twisted Sister and fucking the rest of the shit, whereby people jump to conclusions without ever actually exploring and investigating the subject matter. They just rather go on what they see rather than actually finding out things that they know. Mm-hmm. And this series highlighted that spectacularly well.
Welcome in, albeit briefly, Katie. How art thou?
You look at Mike Wheeler. You look at Mike Wheeler, like, his dad even kind of placates because he's watching the news and it's like, hell has come to earth, and he's like, can you believe the fucking news these days? It's all about, like, scare tactics. But, like you said, he didn't stand up during the whole, where were they? The gymnasium or wherever, when we were having that.
Hall thing.
Or the town hall.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't stand up then, but he wants to quietly bitch at home that the news is making it all.
Well, there's part of that. There's also, I can kind of get the not standing up at the town hall thing, because they were like, okay, shit's a little bit hot to trot already.
Well,
might
it's
need
true.
to keep my mic closed, or they're just going to shoot my kid in the face.
Right, and there was that, like the whole, like, oh shit, my kid's one of those.
But there's also the fact that the entire way through it, in all 4 seasons, Mike's outfella represents best of all what one can consider to be middle America, whereby bury your head in the sand as long as everything is going right and your life is going along, and ignore anything that doesn't automatically affect you. Give your opinion if it's the opinionated popular thing to do, but don't ever voice anything that might go against the grain because you don't want to upset the apple cart. Jesus, that's a lot of metaphors to mix in, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, I'd say it was quite confusing.
He is the representation of toe the line. Go along with what's being fucking said. Don't cause any trouble, and you won't have any trouble happening to you. While meanwhile, he's in the middle of a fucking shitstorm nightmare that he just manages to ignore.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over like kind of how the, like, not full plot, but like kind of where we start off? We just want to just kind of open discussion.
What time did we start? It was like quarter to 1.
Maybe.
I was gonna say, yeah, because
I kind of nearly feel I just want to talk about it for like another 10 or 15 minutes and then call it a night, to be honest. I think we've managed to talk about the show without spoiling anything too major. Right. Eddie aside, but I wasn't letting that go.
Let me just say, fuck yeah, Murray.
Who's Murray?
Fuck yeah, Murray.
Oh, Murray's the man. Murray's won me over.
Oh, Murray. There we go.
Murray's won me over. As I said when we reviewed the first half of the season, it was nice, because you don't normally see it. It was nice to see a dude say, I've been practicing martial arts for quite some time, get put in a situation where he needed to apply those martial arts onto someone, and then legit beat 3 shades of shit out of a man on a flying arrow. And I was like...
And did it again in a prison.
Yeah. To some legit trained military operatives.
Yeah.
He went all the Thing on those Demogorgons. It just flamethrows the shit out.
If in doubt, flame it out, man.
I genuinely popped for that. It was just like, fuck yeah, Murray.
Like, he was definitely a fucking lifesaver.
What was it, 30 to even maybe like 45 minutes of the 9th episode? Oh my god, the just constant stuff it was probably like the best like stretch of the show I've seen in all seasons. So there's just so much
what
stuff
I would like to
going on.
postulate out is without getting into too many spoilers, because I have been kind of doing a bit of general market research as to what the opinion has been. I've seen a lot of people complaining that the ending was merely... give me one moment. Let me just pull up the headline here.
Setting the plate for season 5?
No.
Penultimate...
I can pretty much guarantee you that was not the words that were used.
They're being stupid, aren't they?
They were giving out about the ending, saying it was just a shit mislead to a cliffhanger. Basically, for lack of it.
They've stated there's going to be 5 seasons. We know there's going to be a 5th season. It's called build-up. You goddamn it.
Okay. That's the part I liked about it, because the previous 3 seasons we've had everything wrapped up in a bow, tied up nicely. I liked the sense of uncertainty that it left off with, not knowing what the hell was going on.
Entertainment Weekly.
I felt like we realized what was going on as credits was about to hit. Like, what the fuck?
Entertainment Weekly.
I know what you're saying, and I agree 100%.
Entertainment Weekly. Stranger Things Season 4 finale review. When too much is just enough, and when it's really too much.
That makes no sense, though. I mean...
And the tagline, the tag they had for it was Stranger Things 4 ends on lame cliffhanger, : review.
Lame.
I felt like that was the fuse for season 5. I thought they did a really good job on that. Like, here it is. 5's going to be a fucking
either
banger.
season 2 or 3, and I think it was 2, ended in somewhat of a similar way, where they were all at the dance.
Yeah, Will saw the mind flare in the walking over Hawkins.
The flip of
but there's
so it's like it's similar. Well, it's not exactly the same, but there's still that stuff still like.
I mean, that's
season 2,
like a cliffhanger. Like, oh my god,
season 2,
he's about to, and then like credits. That's a fucking cliffhanger.
See, here's the thing. Season 2 left us with a bit of a teaser where we're like, something's going to happen. Season 4, we're like, holy shit, stuff has happened. How are they getting out of this?
Yeah, it's not the fact that like you don't know what's going on, you just don't know what's next. Is more of what I didn't mean to say I didn't know what was going on.
Buzz,
obviously I knew what happened.
Buzz, I agree wholeheartedly. But I know exactly what you're fucking.
It's like, oh shit, what's going to happen next, because everything's starting to go to hell.
That's why
looking. That was some of the most amazing scenes. Like just like the way shots were in this season, just like unbelievable. That whole shot of them with facing their backs, with them looking out into just the shit storm. It's just some amazing scenes in this season. I'm not saying in any of but like
the cinematography
knocked out of the park. Yeah. Yes, thank you. That's the scientific word I was looking for.
I don't think the word is scientific. I don't think the word is scientific. I personally don't see what people's issues with the end of the whole point of a cliffhanger is it's supposed to give you a little bit of an insight. Like, personally, right, from what I got in the last 10 minutes of the show is New Age Molly Ringwald is going to be replaced with Eddie, who's also going to die at the end of season 5 in a heartbreaking manner.
You keep saying that, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Do you know the girl who fancies the other girl? Molly Ringwald, the one from Breakfast.
Thank you. Okay.
Breakfast Club
and Tiffany's.
No, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Breakfast Club.
That's Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I got the wrong fucking stupid song got stuck in my head.
He's talking about Robin.
Yeah, Robin. No, not Robin.
No,
the love interest.
The love interest of Robin.
Love interest.
Yeah, Robin.
Love interest.
Yeah,
okay.
The one who's literally portrayed as New Age Molly Ringwald
like,
from start to finish.
Yeah, she does look like it. Yeah.
So I feel she's going to be the replacement Eddie character, not so much in a, kind of connection to the everyman that Eddie was.
NPC role.
Yeah, but she's going to be. They're going to get us really into her, and she's then going to get axed off in a horrible way at the end of the season, but probably in some glorious manner to try and help.
I can kind of.
Vecna's going to come back, but he's going to be Omega.
Robin will save her.
Maybe Robin dies in trying to save her, possibly one or the other. Vecna is going to come back as Omega Vecna, which is the natural thing, which is he's going to level up, and it's going to be essentially that's going to be it. One, if not several of the main characters are going to drop.
One of my favorites, because I'm sitting here watching the show, the pizza.
I could see it being
guy,
Winona Ryder.
I dig the shit out of him.
Argyle, I hate it.
Oh
my god, dude, I dig him. I dug him with God, what was that? I can't remember the name.
The stoner dude. I love Argyle's. Dude, Argyle's the man.
He is so fucking awesome.
Argyle's the man. Did you see that bartering he did inside?
Useless.
Thank you. He's like he got them an entire kitchen.
Dude, Argyle,
he's their scrounger.
He's not used. Argyle is possibly one of the reasons that whole group managed to fucking survive up until the end of the season.
Right.
Yeah, he's their scrounger.
He got them the vehicle, okay.
He got them
he's also
travel,
got.
He got them a kitchen.
He also managed to track all the tracks of the military trucks and get them up to where she was. And on top of that, he's on natural instinct to know when time is to get in the van and fucking go. Literally say,
have you ever seen
how delicious pineapple is on pizza?
It's not that bad.
Don't
give out about it. It's not that bad.
Dude, have you ever seen The Great Escape?
I can't do it.
Have you ever seen The Great Escape?
No. Nope, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Did you ever see
we may get mad again.
Did you ever? No. Bear with me, right? Did you ever see the old Maverick TV show?
Oh yeah, I grew up on that shit.
Okay,
that was one of Dad's favorites.
So
sorry to hear that, Katie.
So Maverick. So the guy who played Maverick in the old Maverick TV show, in The Great Escape, he played a character who was basically, I can't remember the character's name. He was the scrounger. Anything you needed, he could get. Like fucking Massive and fucking Mean Machine or whatever. So that's what Argyle was. He was the scrounger. He was
the
halfling thief practically, whereby whatever resource you needed, somehow he was able to get his hands on it. He got his hands on the fucking the sensory deprivation tank. He got his hands on wheels. When no one could find the tire tracks, his observational skills happened to find the right fucking things.
I think fucking Katie nailed it, dude. Argyle may not have been, or might have been, consistently stoned, but he was a genuine heart of gold and just wants to help and be loyal.
I'm not saying he wasn't a bad guy. I'm just
but I mean, like, if you think about it, like, he's all like, bro, like, I need to help a super chick get some, like, super fighting things.
That was brilliant.
He was just,
out of all the people in the season, I'll just say he was
super friend
lower on my...
That was fucking awesome, man.
Like,
he was lower on my totem pole of favorite characters. There's a lot of...
I like the actor, but unfortunately...
Excellent characters.
But unfortunately, this is like the third or fourth time I've seen him play a stoner. So my fear is he's going to get locked into like the stoner role.
Well, look at him.
If he's already at that age done 3 stoner movies, I got some bad news for you, dude. He's locked in.
He probably is a stoner.
He could be the new J Muse of this generation.
Then because if you've not seen The Package, it's a good teen film, but it's dude, he's funny as shit in that. It's just kind of the whole dude. That's
also go watch the Clerks 3 trailer. Just came out yesterday.
I can't do it.
It's not that good.
I just can't do it.
I won't do it. He ruined He-Man. He can fuck off.
But yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's the end of that.
Nope.
The thing that I really enjoyed, not the only thing, but like We really got some amazing performances out of
the kids.
A lot of people. Well, but not just the kids. They were, I mean, the majority of them, yes, because the majority of the
Hopper's whole prison angle was goddamn brilliant.
Oh my god,
badass.
dude!
Yeah.
Well, I thought he could not be more of a badass. Then he becomes more of a fucking badass.
Actually, do you want to know what I really liked? I can't remember. What's the name of the dude that Hopper was in the cell with? I know he played Jack and Hagar in Game of Thrones, but what's the name of the character in Stranger Things? Paco?
Peter?
Random Russian guy.
the guy who ended up in the prison with him?
Yeah.
No, the Russian guard that ends up in prison with him.
Peter or something like that, isn't it?
I thought it was Paco or something.
Cottontail.
Anyway, the point is,
Paco also isn't what one would call a Russian name.
No, but it was a nickname or something, because remember Joyce thought that they were referencing some hotel or something.
Dimitri.
There we go.
Dimitri.
Okay,
I dig that dude.
Kind of like Peter, but
he had a nickname, and that's why Joyce thought that
P-I-O-T-R is what I meant by Peter, Petor, or whatever the Russian pronunciation of it.
But
Dimitri.
He had a nickname, and the nickname was signed on the letter, and Joyce thought the letter was signed in response to the fucking pizza place or whatever restaurant they were supposed to go to, because it was the same as nickname. Point is, Dimitri's conversation with Peanut Smuggler, whereby he turns around to him and he's like, fucking, where's the hero that led these lads through this fucking thing? And blah, blah, blah. You know, you fucking
talk about a punch in the nuts. Like, that was an awesome scene.
And it was brilliant as well, because
and then he gets to see him go in and literally chop up a Demogorgon with a sword.
But more importantly, though, that gives us, in my opinion, a glimpse of where Russia might be for season 5, because that conversation, he's turning around and saying, these guys from America are after telling us that something horrible is coming, and after it's done eating them, it's going to try to fucking eat us.
Yep.
We need to get our act together.
Well, like, it doesn't give a fuck about borders.
The one thing I do know is there is going to be a time jump.
Yeah, presumably.
Oh, that
really.
One thing is, they didn't say
that
how
means
long.
We're in the 90s, probably.
One thing is going to be early 90s or something, at least a few years, to where at least the actors might actually look their age when we actually kind of get around.
Will's
that might be the
brother is never going to look his age
anymore. What the fuck, dude?
But what I was trying to say, fuck, where did he go now? Jamie Campbell Bower, who played Vecna /1 /18 different people. Dude, I fucking loved him.
Yeah.
Can I say he didn't say 18 different people? They're all the same person. Oh,
it was a joke.
I was just clarifying.
I know.
It's just
a joke.
I did,
because that was just like that scene. How we're like, what do? Do we call him Vecna? Do we call him one? Do we call him? It was just
I really
like that guy.
I really enjoyed the speech he gave to 11. The whole,
Which time though?
I became it.
That was one thing. He does give a lot of.
Presumably, you're talking about the. I was a
fair point.
The first when he was human.
Presumably, knowing Giz, I would assume it's the one near the end of the season where he does the speech about I was an explorer, or I decided to be an explorer. That speech.
Okay. I mean, yes, all of his speeches
something
were good.
that let me become the predator I was always supposed to be. It was just like, oh, fucking, that's a fucking monster.
And it goes off of the speech that he had in the first part when he revealed, because he talked about that whole thing about him liking spiders.
Oh yeah,
because
I see what you mean.
They kind of connect there. But yeah, he especially I liked him throughout the whole season, but I did like, and this goes off to the last one, was that whole the speech that he gave at the end of the first part, when it was back when 11 was younger, when she put him into the Upside Down. Dude, it was nice to have a human villain this time, when the majority of the seasons it's been, I'm not saying I didn't like them,
but creature based.
But
we didn't have something with a personality.
Yeah, I liked, and I know last year we had Billy, where he had his thing with the mind flare, and
but it wasn't
talking through him.
But it was still,
this was the big bad. Yeah. We finally got the big bad of the Upside Down. Also, Sadie Sink as Max, just fucking
She's
amazing.
great.
Dude,
She's
that
great.
girl is like,
fucking
he essentially
killed it.
made
Shit.
the Upside Down. He's not like the head honcho of the Upside Down. He
No, he
that's
fell
not how it
into
worked.
it.
No, he got
He
blasted
was-
into it.
Do you
and
not
melded with it?
He made the mind flare.
Do you
and
not
stuff.
see the distinct landscape and textural differences and even color palette difference when he goes there initially and to what it is now?
You're right.
He manipulated.
That's what I'm saying. He's literally created it into its own thing. He molded the entire place into what he wanted it to be.
But I also like the fact that there was also like life there before him.
Yeah.
Jesus, your cat just took the heart out of me.
What?
Hey, you're cool. You're fine.
Oh.
Stop fucking twitching, dude.
Don't do that to me.
No.
Oh my god!
He's
I thought
stretched.
they were finally
He's
gonna
up on-
fucking do it.
He's up on the thing,
There he is.
but I didn't realize he was there until he moved. I just thought it was a cushion on top of it, and he moved. It was like, Jesus, that's moving. Sorry.
Jesus, I thought this was the time I was gonna die in an episode. All right, cool. Yeah, no. Don't fucking do that to me, bro.
Like there's if you look at that other world that he lands in, there's not a hint of red. There's not a hint of.
No, there's definitely a difference.
No,
I think
you're
he
right.
literally took
When
over
he-
everything.
When he
He beat
connects
things,
his-
he consumed them, and regurgitates them out.
There's a big difference between manipulating and creating.
Well,
And it's definitely different. Like it's
remodeling
also
and
not
creating,
different.
or
It's fucked up.
Hey,
to see
you don't
how
build a
far
house
back
if you
that
go in and redecorate it.
But it's also fucked up to see how far back that goes, though, because like he saw that, like he saw where he was going to wind up. We saw that through the kid's drawing. No, like
the kid was
his younger
literally drew a
self
mind flare.
Drew that, yeah. He drew that image.
He drew the mind flare because originally he showed him drawing the spider, right? Episode 6. And then when they went back when he was doing the monologue, and the second time they do show him drawing the mind flare.
Hang on.
In context, he may not have realized what it was, but he saw himself, or he saw that.
Yeah, but that's explained though, because when you're in the Upside Down, you're automatically in the Upside Down a few years before whatever time you went into.
Yeah.
So
but the
with that
child
in mind,
saw a few years.
No, but with that in mind, with his ability, we can say that what he's seeing is merely his future self's perception of where he's going to end up.
The flashback was to when he was a kid, before he had even got brought into the program with the doctors and everything, when he was just being a little psychopath trying to get bitten by black widows.
Time travel,
but
right,
yeah,
like
but future
that's my point.
self,
Like as far as time travel itself goes, like he saw that moment where he was there.
But that wouldn't work because the way it is when Nancy and them go in, it's the past, not
no. That's what I'm saying. That's why it does work. They go into the past. When one got blasted into the Upside Down, he got blasted into the Upside Down
not
in
the Upside Down.
past. So when young fella
into
passed,
the world.
yeah.
Thank you.
So when young fella version of him is having all these visions, what he's actually doing is connecting with older version of him in what will become the Upside Down, because he's been blasted to the same time period, just in a different dimension. He's connecting with himself. He's seeing what older him is seeing at that time, just in a different place.
Right. And so, like,
that makes my head hurt.
It does, but again,
Dude,
like,
it's simple.
It's
not even quantum mechanics. Well, maybe it is a little bit.
I'm gonna start doing 11 nosebleeds here in a second.
But again, though, like that applauds that whole writing style, though, because like I've seen so many films where we do a flashback, and I'm like, cool. Oh, that was okay, cool. Like that gives me info. But Stranger Things has always been like really like mind blowing. Like, oh my god, he's him, she's her. Holy fuck, what's going on? I really dig their fucking flashbacks because they really make solid use of like every second that they've put on film so far.
Agreed. Right. Well, on that, I think that's us done on Stranger Things for tonight. If you haven't seen it, if you're one of the, from what I understand from reading online, 4, maybe 5 people that haven't seen it.
Right.
What are you doing?
Since we've been
Go
on
out there and get caught up.
3.
It's goddamn amazing.
I don't know if Katie's still here or if she's shut off yet, but she has shut off. Nice.
Night,
actually,
Katie.
She's like, I'm shut off, guys. Get more sleep. Love you.
We love you too. Or love you too. We love you too. We love ye. All several Katie. Yeah. I am reluctant to play a trailer because
that's fitness in the ass so much.
Well,
I'm going to start making little animated puppets that I'm just going to do like essentially a puppet show. And just be like,
I thought we decided it was going to be Buzz Does a Trailer.
Okay, we can do Buzz Does a Trailer if you want.
Oh my god, it's weird. It's not. It's weird.
I don't know if I can do it because like I like this. I don't.
We're like, yeah.
Are you not able to do trailers for videos you like?
No, because normally a lot of times when I do those trailers, it's because I don't like something, so it's how I naturally. But I actually like this, so it's gonna be like I might actually do the actual trailer.
I think I like you. I think I like you too.
Well, do you want to do the actual trailer? I don't.
No, I'm not prepared.
You're not prepared. You literally just did an hour and a half talk about the fucking thing. I think you know the plot.
Okay. Well, before I do that, one thing I want to say is justice for Mike and Will. They didn't get a lot of stuff in this season.
That's fine.
I wasn't saying Carter, please give me your opinion. I'm saying what I thought of it.
Wow.
So.
Wow. All right.
I felt that one from here. Ouchie.
Thank you. So what just me? All right. That hurt a little bit.
Pro wrestling.
Fuck.
I don't think I hit it.
I felt like you hit it.
Yeah. To me, it's just Mike was kind of, in a way, the main character in the first season. Like everything revolved around him.
Mike's missus got superpowers.
Mike's missus always had superpowers.
Okay, well then the chick that Mike is now
hit some chick in the face with a
regard.
You know what? If season 1 was Mike's, then it makes sense that each season should be more about the other
person with the superpowers.
Well, not necessarily that, but if they were doing that, which I don't
her
think
badass dad with sword swinging skills.
To be honest, I think for the majority of them, they all get about equal amount of time, depending on how much time their part of the story takes up, not the character.
I don't know. The whole point was Mike doesn't need to do anything. Mike's the heart of the team.
He just needs to keep on beating.
Just fight.
There you go.
No,
that's like she might have mind powers and everything, but he managed to supercharge her by just screaming the word "fight" at her 7 times.
Right.
Is that your way of saying that cheerleaders are important? Because I agree.
Yeah, no, I feel like
I didn't even bring that up as a topic of conversation. That's completely orchestrated by your own imagination. So
no. You just described Mike as a cheerleader and said that he's important.
I never called him a cheerleader.
Cheerleaders are important.
Those literal words never came out of my mouth.
I said you described him as.
Not that Giz wanted Carter's opinion either, but you know, just putting it on the table.
Yeah, we didn't.
Especially in this case, Carter, I did not ask for it. Keep it to yourself.
Sorry, no cheerleaders were involved. Oh
no.
Wait.
No, there definitely was cheerleaders involved. One of them dying was a major plot point at the start of the previous season.
One got her body broken.
So bad.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Anywho, right. So there's just going to be no trailer.
Stranger Things.
From where you are, where southeast-ish is, you kind of go away from the hunter cabins. There's like hunter cabins, more hunter cabins like with a whale. Forlug. That's a good spot to do too.
I'm fully sure that if you look up, you can see the clouds, and they go. I think they're always go. Fuck that foreign guy, man! Fucking talking shit, man.
Calm down, dude. It's just a game. It's all good, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna get racist. It's okay.
I appreciate that. Hello.
Dun.
There's a player.
There's a player?
Yeah.
Where? I see
I'm
it.
getting fucked up and broke, by the way, so guys fuck me good. Literally don't have any weapons, bud.
Where's he gone?
He was behind his house.
Oh, is he in the house? Yeah, he's there. Hey, buddy.
You guys take this shit and good luck.
The mission was we're waiting for this.
Wait, are you his friend?
I'm his friend, yeah.
Yeah, he's my friend, yeah. He's my friend.
I don't know this guy.
Bye. Oh.
That's enough for me.
GG's, dude. Oh, fucking hell. That guy's just after fucking trying to shoot me to get the Mosin.
He's got the revolver.
You offside, are you?
He doesn't have it now.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, she's dead. Oh. Oh, no. Well, that is... Oh, she got discombobulated. F's in the chat for Alice, please.
Wait, go in the front yard, go in the back.
Dead.
You are?
He's dead.
Flat them block.
There we go, and we're back. That was a trailer for me being awesome and Daisy, because Stranger Things will probably flag us if we play their trailer. So, yeah, right. Next, probably should have been doing this while we were there, but one moment. We need to just turn that down there. As per usual, Buzz has gone around the internet to find me some of the stupidest
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Facebook comments
Forget about that.
in the history of Facebook.
Facebook posts.
Yeah, dumb shit the people thought was important to put on a public platform.
Because they were idiots.
Because they were idiots. Yes.
I swear to the gods, Buzz, if I see anything I wrote up on this, I'm going to be really ticked
Oh my
off.
god, that would be amazing.
And slightly amused.
Well, that's you like putting it out there, so you know.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. Next week I'll.
Alrighty. Right.
Shit gets
On your own head, be it.
You're going to get a mail going, I've definitely found stuff. Can we put it on the show? I'm not too sure.
It's one of those things where I'll hold it over them as blackmail.
If it's out there, it's out there. How the fuck are you going to blackmail
Sorry,
them
what
with
the
it?
fuck is
That's true.
What the fuck is this thing? Okay. As my
Is that a
friend was
question, yeah?
dying, he gave me his EpiPen. For some reason, it was really important to him that I have it. Wow, deep condolences on the loss of your friend. Sorry to hear about your friend. Know that we are thinking of you today. Love you. Thanks, guys.
Wow.
I don't know what stupid as in. Is it stupid because that woman essentially murdered that man? Or is it stupid as in that was a joke and other people are like...
It's stupid because she thought, like, I gifted her my EpiPen instead of, like, use this on me, please. I'm dying.
My sister's pregnant. Spelled properly. Well done, Facebook. I can't wait to find out if I'm going to be an auntie or an uncle.
Oh, okay.
Neither can your future kid.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Alrighty. I think about him 31/7 because he's on my mind even when I'm sleeping. There's still only 24 hours in a day when you're sleeping, dipshit. Wait, what? That's very good. It's a lion, people it will attack. It's in their human nature. Dumbest comment I've ever seen to date. It's in their human nature. Had no clue lions were human. I learn something new every day. I've been trying new ways to relax. Currently, I'm into essential oil diffusers and incest.
I see where you were going. But,
yeah.
Oh.
I get what you were trying to say, but I feel it went badly. Where
Ooh.
Okay, right. If dinosaurs became extinct millions of years ago, then why is Earth 20... What the fuck is going on here? If dinosaurs became extinct millions of years ago, then why is Earth 2019? I swear these so-called scientists ain't real. What are you even trying to...
They're saying that dinosaurs died millions of years ago, but we're only in 2019. That's obviously less than a million years ago.
This is what happens when fundamentalists are allowed on the internet.
That question was genuinely so dumb that I couldn't decipher what he was trying to ask. Dude, you did not just come out with that with this post. I'm starting to question what you guys be learning in schools. LMAO. It's 2019 AD. Before that was BC.
That's certainly one way of putting it.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I feel that comment probably just confused that gentleman even more. So what's the fucking alphabet got to do with it, man?
Oh, so bad.
Panama has gun control, and it's wonderful. Go to Panama if you want. This is America. I am in Panama. This is Facebook. Very good. Okay.
Oh, that's
Well
fucking
done.
awesome.
Fucking well done.
Oh, well done, Panama.
Awesome.
Well done. That was good. That was good. Anyway, that's it for myself and the boys. Oh, actually, probably should.
It's the story about the 3 jars of Coke that were
Yeah.
actually human remains because they were people. Idiots.
And dogs too.
And dogs too, obviously. Yes. Yes, and dogs too.
When they were set on fire, they went woof.
I'm trying to think of what the video to line up. I'm slightly. That'll do.
That's what just
What just happened?
I don't know. Giz tried to be punny.
Giz was funny. Giz was fucking hilarious.
Sorry, what did he say? I missed that. That worries me. Fuck.
He said when they lit him on fire, they all went woof or something because of the dogs and the. There.
Did I miss some backstory there? What is he even talking about?
You might have.
We were talking about the dogs that were cremated, and then when he said they went on fire, they went woof.
He thought something was funny there.
Yeah. It's bad that I had to repeat it. Now it's out there twice.
See the tears that are rolling down my cheeks?
Yeah,
Right, now
no.
it is.
All that you have proven now is that you did a bad joke, and you're also one of those dudes that laughs at his own jokes.
Right.
I did a hilarious joke, and it's not my fault. You don't have any funny bones.
Well,
in you.
there's a very divisible percentage system of 4 people on the show.
Funny bones got broken by Vecna.
75% of the show say that was a bad joke.
75% of the show have clearly broken their elbows. Because that's where their humorous is.
75%.
All
the time.
I'm muting him. Where's the mute button? I'm just muting him.
Thank you.
Oh,
too late now, buddy.
But it's funny. Oh god, that's sad. I'm laughing,
Okay. Well,
and I shouldn't be.
there we go. Right. So we've muted Giz from the show for a moment. I may not even bring him off timeout to come back on fucking Sunday night. I'm not too sure. That was.
Yeah, he might be.
That was goddamn.
Shit,
That was fucking awful.
That kind of got me.
That was fucking awful. That was
Oh,
goddamn
shit.
humorous joke. Got you.
You're encouraging his.
Yeah, this is all you're doing is enabling him.
I'm not trying to. I swear.
Anyway, we'll catch you all. Fuck. We'll catch you all on Sunday night. We're going to be doing a bit more of the old magical D&D, and we'll have some special guests with us as well from a different land.
Ooh.
And yeah, we'll catch you after this. I'm going to be back over on Twitch tomorrow night doing more Daisy action like you just saw, and I have another stupid clip to make you feel entertained because customarily we end the show with a clip as well. Thank you to literally everybody. Yeah, that's what timeout means.
You're gone. You got Thanos.
See, the thing is, your audio and video comes in all as one package, so it's easier just to mute the whole thing.
It's easier to snap you away than just like.
Are you going to do any more
voice.
puns before I finish the outro? Okay. Would you like? If you promise to behave, I'll let you come back and say goodbye to everybody yourself.
Promise to behave. There we go. Right.
Anyway, join us next week.
Thank you to everybody who helped us get over the 500 mark. We only have 500 more to go, so keep bringing those grannies. Keep doing the hot dial calls and cold calls or whatever those things are called. I can't remember. There's some temperature in a call involved in ringing people. Cold calls.
That's con artists.
No, that.
No, that's. Oh my God!
Snap.
No,
He's gone again.
That's con artists.
Yeah, anyway, thanks to Ollie. Join me over on Twitch tomorrow night where we're going to be in a bit more Daisy madness. And other than that, I'll catch you all Sunday night for some D&D action. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Can't anymore. The pocket of this is too high. Oh my god, I love you. I thought I stopped him. Are we being cannibals? Because I think in honor of Big, we should probably cook him up and eat him. Just saying. May I wear his face in honor? Wait, I'm going to make a rope.
Might as well cook it now.
It's windy in the Isle of Deers. You walked in there and crouch holding those logs like a lunatic. Shh. All right, can I get all hail Spuds in the chat, please, for Big? All hail Spud. All hail Spud. Stop feeding me raw human meat. I'm going to cook it like a fucking civilized person.
That's a plum. That's a plum.
Oh, well then feed me the plum. Could we not use some sort of plum sauce? Like a board and plum sauce? Num, num. Nom, nom, nom. Who's having baked Big and who's having smoked Big? I'm going to need to know before we start serving plates up.
I'll have baked Big with beans.
Baked Big.
And chicken steak.
Baked Big with beans. The old triple B special. I love it.
You told me you didn't like beans.
Yeah, if you have a human with it though, that's some tasty.
Yeah, but this is the apocalypse, so like, I don't have a choice.
Would you like a plum?
Okay.
Well,
I guess the pie started.
Guess the bird. Cheers.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyone going to cheers? No, cheers. Cheers.
That's like chicken.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Feed yourself.
Right, we're cannibals. That's the way it goes. Which is a good way to be.
Hello.
Hey there, bud.
Oh, okay. One of us, I guess.
That's my friend! Anyway, carry on.
Okay.
There are no one.
Dessert!
We're not cannibals. We're his friend, and we're eating him in testimony to how good he is. That guy's just a straight up cannibal.
How to make an entrance? You gotta respect that guy.
Exit.
You don't just walk in and start eating human steaks, bud. That's just fucking rude.
He's never going to do something like that again.
Never. Lesson learnt. Goddamn. Jeez, I'm fucking furious now.
Man, just start feeding people this.
There you go. Something.
You see, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Maybe we just hang around here and
just wait to see if
yeah.
Hey there, buddy. How are you getting on?
Hi. Hang on.
Same guy. He's eating raw brains there.
It's the same guy, yeah.
Yeah, it was raw brains. He started eating.
I'll tell you what's impressive. Look at this blood splat here.
That's the plan. We're gonna stock the general store with meat. It's gonna be a butcher's.
Okay. 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 I'm down. Are we? Is it just raw meats or?
Well, I mean, cooked meat, raw meat. You know, butchers serve all kinds of meat.
That is true. That is true.